Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to part 3. Yes, part 3. Three is in 3. That's all I got right now. 3, part 3. Villainous Times, Thursday, May 31st, 2012, where today's top story is me, and why my beard is so much better than Casey Schreiner's. While he is my idol and vastly more awesome at video games than I am, as I'm a healer and don't like to DPS because, generally speaking, I like saving other people, which translates into the real life, and that's where we're going with this. Today's top story is why I do what I do, and how I got here. Just a brief glimpse into the past few years. Pardon me. I have manners, which, for the most part, are still intact from childhood. Thank you, parents. I appreciate the fact that nobody gives a damn about the fact that I have manners. To all you ladies out there, please go find a mysterious douchebag, because I make my bed every morning, clean my bathroom once a week, and do my dishes daily. Which are qualities that, if done by me, you'd have nothing to complain about to your girlfriends. Which is why you should appreciate the fact that I do them rather than complain. But I don't have anybody. Anyways, the lonely self converts into the villain. Here I am, Juton. I'm graying of hair. Handsome. By other people's standards. By myself, I'm still 100% infused with body dysmorphia, which is birthed by and from too many years of bullying. I would have to say about, I'm not going to say 30 full years of bullying, because that's how long I've been alive, but I should say about 26 years worth of bullying that I can remember. Now, while my first memory is not akin to everyone else's, being that it would be unfair. Unfairness. Being treated unfairly is most commonly the first memory in someone's mind, or emotional context to a scenario. Mine is not like that. I don't remember, actually, but I know it's not that. Anyways, the past several years I've been involved in being a poet. And through being a poet, I've come to terms with all that I've done to other people, because I, being a human being and stuck in the human condition, and imperfect, and at most points in my life, first 26 years, unaware of who I am, what my dreams were, and compassion towards other people, yeah, I hurt other people's feelings. And continue to do so, and probably still will, even though my comedic satire is entirely self-deprecating and has nothing to do with other people. Anyways, one more. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Gonna continue unediting that, because I don't believe in editing. Because I don't have time. I mean, I do have time if I really wanted to, but I believe that you getting the real version of me is vastly more important than getting some falsified papier-mâché personality purchased on eBay than who I really am. So anyways, after being diagnosed at 26 years old, well, at least in hindsight, with anorexia and bulimia, after being called a skeletal Holocaust victim, 29 years old, I discovered that my compassion for other people was empowered by my dream. And my dream, however comedic and to be funny for other people to get laughs out of life and have a better day via smiling, was to cause or give other people the capacity of moment, so the opportunity basically, to become slightly more aware of who they are in the moment and have a laugh for the building of themselves and the compassion towards other people. And I am really sorry for my posture. I just realized that it's slightly terrible. But I'm okay with that at this moment in time, because I don't give a rip. I just finished a 30K cycle, and I'm tired. So anyways, as the soccer team plays outside, and I sit in here doing this unto you, the first 26 years of my life I was bullied. I was overweight. I was the only one overweight in my family, in my school, and in my church. Which was unfortunate for me, but for you it's fantastic, because I overcame, only recently of course, the emotional depression, anorexia, bullying, bulimia, and emotional incapacity to live with any self-esteem, to realize that courage is all that I need in order to survive for the compassion of others. And so while I've rambled for the past 4 minutes, let's get on to the real issue here. For the past several years, I've been involved in poetry. And that is what I consider myself. I'm a poet. So far, on my villainofTruth.blogspot.com, I have almost 700 poems. I have almost 1,000 of them completed, and on my Twitter feed, most of which are poems, I've got almost, well, I just cleared 4,000, let's put it that way. Not that anybody gives a rip, and I'm entirely okay with that, because I don't do it for me. Sure, I heal and move on from the pain of the moment, but it is for you. Identify with who I am, with who you are, in the moment of suffering, or woe, or happiness, to find yourself a little bit happier. I suffer alone. I'm still, for the most part, anorexic, not bulimic, and I'm a vegan, so I do treat my body with a intake what is mostly beneficial, although I do delve into the realm of chocolate every once in a while, because, let's be honest, chocolate is fantastic, and since I don't have a sexual partner and don't foresee one ever coming about as trust because of this relationship happening, being broken eternally, chocolate is fantastic. And because I can't spend $30 on shoes every day, chocolate once a week or once a month is beneficial to my soul. So is music. So, call me a poet. I'm a poet. As much as I want to say and I didn't know it. I do know it. I'm not going to finish that line. Yes, I persevered for you. Whoever you are, watching me, wherever you are in the world, know that I speak much more than just for Canadian political satire news. I want you to email me when you want, when you have those thoughts of depression or suicide or sorrow and you have no idea who else to reach out to. You can find me at villainoftruth@gmail.com. I promise you that I will do my best in the moment to find out who you are and meet your needs. I will do so everlastingly until I move into the city. Once I've done that, hopefully it will come in turn that a non-profit organization, charity, or humanitarian organization will bring me on so that way I can move around the country and around the world speaking to you via comedic, satire, piano playing infused, inspirational life story. I would go into my entire life story, but it's long and I've rambled for too long. Hopefully you've got a good lull out of this, and yeah, I rambled too much tonight. Anyways, at the end of the news, I'm going to ask a hard question from now on. The hard question of the night is, how far, and this is off the top of my head because I just decided that I was going to do this, even though I wrote it down and I can't read it from there because the prompter's too far away, and I find that who I am in the moment is much more important than reading from a prompter. And so the hard question of the night, May 31st, Thursday, 2012, is how far are you willing to go for your partner? And while compatibility isn't the most important thing in the world, validating who they are and why they enjoy what they enjoy is important. If your partner likes video games, find out why and validate that. If it is not playing Call of Duty and calling a bunch of people noobs because they're infused with hatred and die too often. Anyways, validate one another, show you that you care, and remember, equality, universal, is what matters. This is Jutan, reporting for the Villain of Stamps, Thursday, May 31st, 2012. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you all. Have a good night, and I'm sorry for rambling. Okay, not really. Live long and watch out for that rouge behind you. Because if you're a warlock, just admit it, you're already dead. Don't trinket, don't bubble, don't fear, don't howl of terror, don't haunt, don't dot, just die. Because let's be honest, 30 seconds or 5 seconds and a respawn in the graveyard is better than 15 seconds of sap, stun lock, and death. Just die. I'm a rogue, and I'm coming at you. Have a good night. Alright.